They can really move quick around the map. And again, the panel also mentioned it earlier. There's little to no kill threats in terms of their XP laner. Kid Bomba right now, it's time for him to show that Bomba mentality. This is a high loss. You won't be able to pick him off that easily.
Yep, definitely not. Especially with the Bathilda, yeah, it's going to be really tough. Chibi looking for the early game steal, invade into the enemy jungle. By the way, if you guys want to steal some XP, or rather just claim some XP, go ahead and check out that M6 pass. One shot. Already over to Zorn. Sawo was initiated on earlier. Both the junglers, one shot, maybe able to get first blood. There you go, one shot. Claiming it early on, first minute.
And there was no one else who could do anything in that situation. Zorn didn't even decide to use the flicker just yet. It seemed like he just accepted his fate. But where's the trade just now for Team Vamos? It seems like it's more of them just being very careful, and this is a surprise. Team Vamos, as far as I know, they have the highest first blood rate, but it seems like they're the team that we're seeing play a little bit more patient, more focused on letting Nets get his farm, because this is, again, Hiko that we're talking about, so there has to be some respect towards that gold lane.
Now let's take a look at the emblems here. It's the Impure Rage, so quite normal so far. Nothing really crazy. The Temporal Rain as well. Let's look like for Bomba, he will help get a bit more prio in the mid lane, and both of the teams actually just setting up for the neutral objective. Bomba with the Revitalize, already the Glorious Pathway to another Retro Battle. Whoa! One shot, so able to get it. Sunset Lover jumping into the back line with a Vengeance to end the electrifying beats. Zorn very low, last shot over. Unable to find it. Sunset Lover still wants to go aggressive, invading the enemy jungle with this Joy mid.
And I mean, that definitely wasn't something Team Vamos would have had an easy time dealing with. Their Roamer wasn't level 4 just yet. Smooth also isn't level 4 just yet. So they didn't have as much resources compared to Team Spirit in terms of taking that turtle. And that was something we definitely saw, because Team Spirit, even though they were able to poke, or even though Kid Bomba was very, very low, he received the received the ejector and was thrown under the turret, he was still able to throw out and put out that Glorious Pathway just to zone and even keep all of the members of Team Spirit intact. So now they're clearly in the lead so far up against Team Vamos. They're yet to find a single pickoff even with the Jawhead in their lineup.
This has become a pretty good answer. Oh, what is that damage? That was just a Soul Sever, to hold on to Soul Sever. All right, yeah, Vamos have to respect Spirit's damage right now. They're scaling to that mid-game power spike really well, and it's exactly how Gideon put it. If Team Spirit can actually win in the individual lanes and translate it over to neutral objective wins, it'll be very tough for Vamos, because usually it's okay for the composition with Sicilian to be behind here. But the fact that Spirit have so much dive, and there's no real response if Sunset Lover jumps in because of the Vengeance, it'll be very difficult. Unstoppable Force, one shot just blinks out of it. An ult baited out.
Yeah, and that's also perhaps why Team Vamos, they feel a little bit limited in terms of the movement that they can do, because who would have thought that they'd have to go up against the Joy in the mid lane matchup? Like, probably even Warlord didn't think. He would have just probably played it very, very safe, but that's the ejector.
It's only onto Bomba though. Sanguine Claws will catch him. That's the full chain CC. Sunset picks up the kill. Chibi wanted to go for the shadow kill, but TS no better than actually force the skirmish. They have the one-man advantage. They will go to the neutral objective.
Oh, imagine even using the ejector and throwing him under the turret, but still making it out alive, and now that's a punish. But Kid Bomba, he seems very low. Will Smooth be able to out-sustain everything? It seems like he will. That's the Revitalize, but Chibi, whoa.
Sawo, still with the guiding wind. That's a stun over Chibi, gonna be locked down, still able to escape. Smooth jumps with the AOG, one shot. It's very low. Vamos will not continue the chase. They got the kill. That's a pickoff, and now they will look towards the neutral objective. Full control now for Team Vamos.
That felt like Zorn just accepting all of these early kills onto him for the sake of Team Spirit showing themselves up, and Team Vamos finding a way to reset and work around all of the positionings from the members of Team Spirit. But still, that's a Blade Surge going in. Oh!
John's gonna be careful. One shot taken down. The circling eagle from Sawo. They didn't expect 3 members to be in that bush.
That was like, that was the best possible way to actually anticipate and deal with all these aggression coming in from one shot. I mean, for the past 5 minutes, we've seen him just keep on using that Soul Saver head-to-head up against whoever member of Team Vamos that he finds. But then now they have to acknowledge that Team Vamos, especially if they were able to pull out that beautiful chain CC, that layering, similar to what we've seen earlier, they actually have a way to deal with all this. And I mean, for the past few minutes, they've been so focused on making sure that lane doesn't lose in the laning. So they're definitely confident in terms of the damage he's probably able to put out right now, but man, we've been seeing a lot of action here in this mid-river side. I mean, it's almost as if the rotations aren't really happening. It's focused on the mid lane.
You can see one shot there trying to read Chibi's movement too. He has to be careful here. If he stays too long, Chibi and Zorn can actually threaten him with a kill. Chibi going back into the bottom lane. One shot trying to just steal a few of these camps. Zorn doing a good job at delaying it, at least for a bit. But the wave in the bottom lane will be cleared out, and now it's back to just the waiting game. Waiting for the neutral objective. Hiko's farming, Nets is farming. And once we get into the mid game, I guess the question is, who's going to start popping off in these team fights?
Yeah.
We heard just from Skylar that for Nets himself, Skylar's opinion is Nets is amazing in lane, but in the team fights, sometimes he doesn't do as well, you know, compared to the lane.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, for Hiko, it's the opposite. He's great in these team fights.
Yeah, and I mean, even looking at the gold rankings right now, it seems like Hiko's ahead, but Warlord, oh no, wait!
Oi! No, Sunset Lover was ejected towards Warlord. Still becomes a kill, but two members are down there. Spirit with control over the turtle. Chibi wanting to go for the retribution here. Smooth needs to get that unblockable. Wants to jump in. Still with skill one shot. That's the shadow kill onto the back. Now jumping back again. Chibi's retribution cannot lose. Bomba with the stun over to Zorn. Rhapsody coming down with Revitalize too. Nets able to dodge away from that skill one stun. Now it's the AOG to the back. Hiko gonna be caught as well. Now it's gonna be the quad shadow from the back. Chibi with a flank. The assassination. Nets falling Sawo down, and it's a win for Vamos.
And when it comes to sustaining the team fights and prolonging everything else, Team Vamos, it seems like they're well equipped to do just that. Oh, the ejector misses. But Sunset Lover, will he be able to clear the lane? Because it seems like he will be bursted down by Team Vamos, and they have their eyes set on taking that mid lane turret.
1v4, 1v5 even earlier. Sunset Lover, without the vengeance, he's got to respect Vamos, man. I mean, at this point, Vamos have damage to actually deal with Sunset Lover. When you don't have the vengeance, you're very, very vulnerable. Chibi as well, just always threatening Hiko here, rotating, showing up, forcing Hiko to fall back a bit. And we can see that Vamos have actually taken control of the mid game.
Yep. Right now, they want, or Team Spirit, they also want to get the trades for themselves. That's a Circling Eagle being used onto Storm, but the Unstoppable Force, will he be able to cancel it out?
That was great. Oh, the AOG as well. One shot able to claim the kill. Hiko goes in with the Rhapsody, but Smooth doesn't care. He gets tickled by the Rhapsody damage.
Man, if Team Spirit decide to play it all together as well, if they go in all five, you can't expect Team Vamos to find it that easy to position themselves, especially with Sunset Lover constantly on the lookout for disrupting these team fights, and them just being so confident to take out Zorn, who is equally confident in just standing in front of all the members of Team Spirit. But this is a different story we're seeing right now. They're more on the 5-man rotations, so from the bottom lane all the way to the top. And another thing that we really have to take into account is how, despite all the focus that Team Vamos has put towards the gold lane, Hiko's still leading in gold. He's still well protected. I mean, this is the Matilda that we're talking about. So for this Lord that we're looking at, it will definitely be a very important fight for either of these teams to eventually gain the map control that they've been looking for since the, I don't know, 5-minute mark, where nothing nearly seems to be happening just yet.
9 minutes in, and we're basically still equal. There's really no lead here. The 1,000 gold lead for Vamos is great and all, but it's still very easily swung back in favor of... Oh, Bomba opening up. Getting the stun over to Chibi. Yo, CC! Zorn left him, and Chibi got one shot by one shot. Spirit now gotta back away. They have to respect this. Chibi is down, and Team Spirit can just reset and go for the Lord.
I mean, that was a great idea, right? Zorn and Chibi together in that particular brush. Probably they could have went for the sandwich play if Team Spirit had decided to show themselves towards the other side of the Lord pit, but it was a different story. They decided to check all the brushes, and now Zorn, oh wait!
That's a vengeance, and electrifying beats over to Zorn. Smooth pops into Revitalize, now circling, eager to lock him down. One shot gets the snipe out to Zorn! Smooth low, poke down. Chibi is back up again. Warlord pops in. The Bat Feast wants to join in the team fight, and Sunset Lover again is in the bottom lane, so TS will decide to reset again.
I just remember that this wasn't... Yeah, it really isn't a Jungle Joy, so the Vengeance, that's an additional layer of problems that Team Vamos would definitely have to deal with. But we're still here in the Lord Pit. They don't want to... Either of these two teams want to give this up. That's the glorious pathway once again, but Smooth will be able to sustain this. He's in the middle of everything.
Chibi.
Oh, wait, it's from behind!
Quad Shadow, AOG, he go with the flick around Smooth. That AOG won't connect. The Sanguine Claws will bomb up! One bad impact, Kid Bomba still surviving with just 1 HP, a sliver of health. Warlord's mana is going down quick, but he claims the Lord for Vamos.
Earlier, it seemed like Team Spirit were able to set things up for them to have that Lord take. But Team Vamos, they were just able to buy enough time. They were the ones who were able to turn things around this time, and currently Nets is in the lead in terms of gold. And Team Vamos, they will definitely make use of this Lord, possibly taking out almost all of the inner turrets whenever they gain the chance or the access towards it. This is a very difficult situation for Team Spirit. The sustain that Team Vamos has in their hands and the lack of burst damage that Team Spirit has as of now, it seems like it's starting to become a problem.
Tier 2, number 1, down below, taken out. And you can see the itemization here for Nets too. I think he's building towards an endless battle. He has the mana beats. Zorn walking up, now stunned up. That's a double stun from Bomba and one shot, but it is just Zorn. He can take that. One shot again with the arrow. It will be TS allocating most of their resources into the bottom lane. A full dive! One shot caught on the AOG. Now that's a taunt as well. Going to revitalize from Bomba, but that's going to be a turret taken down. Sunset Lover walking back and forth now in the midst of it all with the Vengeance and the electrifying beats over the net. Sunset Lover able to dive all the way. Now it's a killing spree. Hiko cutting them down. Sunset with a triple. One shot with a double. Team Spirit had wiped Vamos out.
The definition of punish and timing proven to us by Team Spirit.
Wait. There's no way. They're looking for the end. There's a big wave in the bottom lane. TS, they're going for the gamble. Wait a minute. The minions will spawn. Team Spirit in the mid lane.
Oh, wait.
They're already on the base turret.
Oh, wait. Is this it? Are they actually going for the end? No one's going home. The minions spawned in their base and they're just going for it.
Zorn needs to get the nice shot. Eco is just targeting the base. One team fight. And they turn it around. They secure game 1 against Team Vamos.